In today's video, we are going to talk about how to locate old 1800s homesteads that have been gone for 100 years or more. So stay tuned.
Well, howdy folks, welcome to History in the Hand. Today we're going to try something different. I'm going to show you, I'm interested in going out and prospecting for a spot. Finally got permission to search the property. The hunting season is done. And so what I've done is I have set up my laptop, and I'll show you what I'm looking for on this this aerial photography site. This is through Penn State University here in Pennsylvania. And I am looking for, there's a little lane that goes in, there's a church, there is a cemetery, and then this right here, there's a little lane that goes in, and it used to be a road. There used to be a house right here, so I'm going to definitely check through. So I think I'm going to drive my truck right to about there. And then this road is no longer there. This is from 1938. And the homesteads that I'm looking for are right here, as evidenced by this. Do you see that right there? That is what's left of an apple orchard. So there is a barn foundation right there. And my guess would be this would have been the home foundation. So there's a barn there. I don't know if that's the house foundation or whether that is. It appears to me that this is a drainage area, so this would have been the spring. So my guess is that's the house, and the barn was farther up here. That's what's left of the orchard from the 1800s. In 1938, the road came up here and then moved along here. Now there is a barn foundation and what might be a home foundation right there, or possibly this. Now this is a different property owner, but it has all the signs of an 1800s homestead. Here's what is left in 1938 of the apple orchard. Every homestead had an apple orchard in the 1800s. And this road is still in existence, and the property owners actually have a hunting camp right here. So that was also an old homestead. So my gosh, you can see what's left of all sorts of apple orchards and stuff in this area. So that's what we're looking for today. So we are going to drive our vehicle here, and I'll put Mackie in the back of my truck, and we're going to drive in there and then walk through here. And then this right here is this right here is where we're going to search, right in this area. So it'll be a little bit of a walk, but anyway, we'll get over there. The rifle season is on pause right now. Our deer season has already come and gone. So is the archery season for deer. So the seasons are closed now until after Christmas. And today is December 13th. So we will see what we can find. I'll throw Mackie in the back of the truck and we'll head out. It is, oh gosh, it's up to 31 degrees right here. So anyhow, let's get going, see what we can find. It'll be interesting to snoop around and see what signs we can find of that old homestead place. Come on along. Okay, as is often the case where I live, directions include turn off the paved road. So we are now on a farm lane that goes right along the cemetery, but this was once a main wagon path. So we're going to drive down this
till we get to the end and then park, and we'll have to hoof it on foot after that. But at least we know where we're going thanks to that aerial photography. So that's always great to have a resource like that. All right, Mackie, let's go. All right, we're at the end of the lane, and the road continued down this way behind me, went right up that hill, and then zigzagged around the edge. So let's continue. Let's see if we can follow this old road and see what we can find. And there behind me is the lane of trees. So this road would have come right straight up through here. And you can see that a lot has changed in just about 100 years. But we'll keep on picking up through here. It's a little hard to imagine that there was once a road right through there. But if we turn around, we gain perspective. We can see a line of trees going on the left and right side. And these giant monarch sugar maple trees were probably here. This one right there, that's getting towards 200 years old. So I feel like we're getting closer. Remnants of an old stone wall right there. But this was the lane going right up through here. Wow. You get a sense of history. Look at the size of this sugar maple tree. This thing is ginormous. The lane would have come right up here and continued this way, but it looks like there's a new barbed wire fence. We'll have to get over this. But up in this area is where I expect to find the foundations. So let's keep going. So this is interesting. Behind me right here, we have what is clearly laid up stones with water coming out. Although, do I see a cellar hole right here? I do. One of the things we always look for when we're looking for evidence that mankind has been present in an area is anything other than random, and especially things like absolutely straight lines and 90-degree angles, which it's hard to see at this point because this is caved in. But here is a foundation that comes to a 90-degree angle, goes down there, makes another 90 and another 90. So, but we definitely have found laid up foundation in a rectangle. We definitely have found a place to explore come springtime. So that's fantastic, and that's why we came out today. So this could be a cellar hole, which would put the barn foundation up there. And I think I do see, in the distance, a pile of stones there. So, all right, let's keep on keeping on. If you are enjoying or learning something from today's video, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel and join us on future hunts. And it would be my pleasure for us to spend time together here in north central Pennsylvania looking for stuff. Whether we find anything, well, that's a different topic altogether. It's like two separate hobbies. One hobby is looking for stuff, the other is finding stuff. All right, on with our search. All right, so barely visible, but down there we can see where the lane came along those rows of trees, kind of disappeared in all this. The foundation is right there, the spring is right there, and then this is what is left of a flat roadway And right over here is the barn foundation. We can still see a few stones laid up here that were probably a stone wall. But here is what is clearly a barn foundation. So let's walk inside here. This is a pretty good size structure. There's a 90-degree corner right there, right where Mac is. There's the other corner, and then this would have been the barn bridge where they could access the second floor of the barn. So what's left of the roadway coming right past, going on up and zigzagging back. So all these stones were piled up here, probably plowed out of these fields around us, and that was a pretty good sized barn right there. So awesome. We have found our location. Makes me a little nervous seeing all the does make me a little bit nervous seeing all the really super stemmy growth here. But I think if I come back in March, I might be able to swing here. I can certainly swing across the road, across what was the road there. So this is cool. All right, so we have found our location, and now we know where we can come in the spring. Awesome. All right, and it was a nice day for a walk. Right over here is where the orchard was. Although, as I look out here now, I don't really see much of anything that is left of the old trees. No, that's not apple. I'll snoop around. So this field was maintained out this way, but I do see that there are some remnants here of the old apple orchard. Here is an old apple tree. Here is another one here, another one over there, that one there. So this is all that remains of what once was an orchard that provided apples for cider, apple butter, and eating, as they probably were stored away in a root cellar. I don't really see any other ones down in this woodlot, which has just grown back into hardwoods just through neglect. Well, we'll keep snooping here, but we have found enough to warrant coming back in the spring. My brother-in-law is coming back. My brother-in-law is coming out from about 3 hours away up in New York State. He's bringing a buddy in the spring, and I'm gonna get some locations for us to hit when he comes out. That'll be neat. He's the one that kind of got me interested in metal detecting. So that'll be a lot of fun. We have never detected together, so it'll be fun. All right, slowly and steadily back to the truck. Get in the truck, Mackie. Get up. Get up. All right, buddy. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Well, that was interesting. We found a barn and what is quite possibly a house foundation, and we will definitely be coming back for those. And we may have found right down there, we may have found another home foundation. So well worth the trip. using that aerial photography at the very beginning is a lifesaver, because that showed us where to look initially, instead of just going out wandering around. Anytime you can get your hands on aerial photography, look for what's left of those grids of trees. Those were the old apple orchards, and around an orchard there's usually a house. So look for the little foundations of the homes, the larger foundations of the barn, and if possible, always look for a water source, because there was hardly ever a home site built where there was no water supply. So those things are the initial giveaways. Then once you get there, you can follow what's left of the old roadways until you get to the approximate location. Barn bridges that are piled up with stones, what's left of foundations, big piles of rocks that were plowed out of the field and hauled over to the edge by a stone barge with workhorses or oxen. Those are giveaways. So, this is cool. It's been a good day. We'll call it a day. Remember, if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it, and we'll see you next time right here on History in the Hand.